You are over 40 now and want to start a YouTube channel. You probably watched a lot of videos too, like I did, but you're still not sure because, let's face it, starting a YouTube channel takes a lot of time and effort. You need some reassurance and convincing. I'm not an expert by any means, but I have been there. I'm just one step ahead of you because I'm starting my channel right now. So I can tell you how I overcome all those very common fears I'm very sure you have yourself. And I will tell you why I finally decided after just months of contemplating to start this channel right now. One of my fears was that YouTube is for young people. How can I compete with that? Well, I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos beautifully made with young people, very successful channels with millions of views, and all those videos are full of tricky edits, cuts, B-roll, A-rolls, B-rolls, a lot of things that you don't know how to do, how to create videos like almost look as they came out from a film production line. But then I thought I don't have to compete. I looked up the statistics. And actually 49% of the people on YouTube above 35 years old. You know yourself, when you watch a video about how to do things on YouTube, you probably watch older people content because simply they have more experience. If you want to look up a video how to do tiling, whose opinion you would trust more, a 19 years old or a 55 years old man who did tiling all his life? I think the answer is obvious. Product reviews are the same. You would instantly trust more an older person. And if you look up niches like cooking or makeup, whose channel would you watch? A 19 years old girl's channel or a 55 years old woman? At our age, we can't watch young people makeup tutorials because their skin is very different from ours. So we have to watch older people content about how to do makeup at our age. I don't think this is a valid fear and reason that YouTube is for young people, because I don't think it is anymore. Absolutely not. There is a huge demand for older people content. It shouldn't hold you back. Another very common fear is that starting a YouTube channel costs a lot of money, but it is not true. You don't need much. You only need your mobile phone, a tripod, a microphone, and 2 software. And that's all. You don't need anything else. You don't need lights, you don't need any fancy gear, you don't need a camera and lenses. I actually don't recommend starting with a camera. You have to learn so many things already, and it is overwhelming. Don't put this pressure on yourself to even just learning how to set up and operate your camera. If you are not familiar with your camera, or even if you don't have a camera, just don't buy it yet. You don't need it. I highly recommend using your mobile phone because that's the easiest way to start with, and you already know how to use your mobile phone. I'm recording this on my mobile phone, on the front camera, not even the back. I think the image quality is just fine, but please let me know if it's not. And I'm using a microphone. This is a microphone looking like this. And I hope the audio quality is good enough, because the problem with cameras, mobile phones, the voice quality, if you try to record with them, it won't be good. And you know yourself, if you watch a video and the audio quality is really bad, you can't really listen to it, you just skip and watch another video. People can put up with a bad quality image, but not a bad quality audio. So you need to invest in a cheap microphone. It can be a wireless lavalier microphone you can clip on your clothes, or it can be this sort of microphone. In the description you can find the links for these microphones I'm using. And let's go on. Another very common excuse is that they can't record videos because their house is messy, it is not beautiful, they don't have enough space, they don't have good lights. You don't need them. First of all, if your house is really that bad, you can swap the background so easily. I'm going to show you in videos how to do that. Very, very easy. You will see it can't be a problem. You don't need much space either. You need 1 square meter and that's all. I'm recording in the kitchen because the living room is full of stuff, so I can't really record there. I could and just swap the background, but I didn't want to bother. Kitchen is fine, I think, I hope. Our kitchen is small and I'm recording it at the corner, basically. You can record anywhere, but if you don't have space at all, just go outside. Especially as the lights outside are just perfect. You just need to find a shady spot because you don't want the sun to blind you. But other than that, that's the best place to take recordings in. So you don't need a pretty house to do the recordings. That can't be an excuse. Stop saying that. Another common fear is, especially for us women, that on the day when we decide to do the recordings, we look ugly. Our hair is not the best. We have big circles below our eyes. I have, but I don't care. I'm doing this video regardless because I really hope that what I'm saying is more important than how I look. So I think at our age, we should just accept how we look now. It doesn't matter that there are so many young, beautiful, pretty people on YouTube. We don't have to compete with them. We need to accept how we look. We won't get younger. If you postpone this now for 5 more years, in 5 years' time you will be older and you will have more wrinkles and you will feel guilty that you left out all these times and you could have recorded videos and started. So give yourself a favor and just stop worrying about what other people think about your appearance. You are perfect. You are beautiful. You are beautiful to your children, people who loves you. And anyway, people won't care about your look. They will care about what do you want to say. Another very common fear is that I'm going to make a fool of myself. You won't. If you are worried about what your family and friends will think, then just don't tell them. They might find out later on, but by that time you already will have a lot of subscribers who are actually curious about your content. And I think that will give you enough confidence to just stop caring about what your friends and relatives will think when they say anything negative. And don't take it to the heart, because this is just how they cope with the fact that you are doing something that's unusual. So please don't worry about what your friends and family will think about you. Just don't tell them if you are worried about that. Just don't tell them. That's all. Easy. Another very common fear is that my niche, my topic won't interest anyone. Because probably you have a very interesting hobby that you think won't interest thousands or millions of people. But YouTube is so huge, second largest search engine after Google. And you know yourself, if you want to repair something or just cook something, you are going on YouTube. Because it's far better than just searching on Google and read about things. On YouTube, you have a visual help also. So more and more people go on YouTube, especially older people, joining, using actively every single day. More and more demand for older people content because of this. Every one of us will find our tribe and the people who are actually interested in what we want to say. Doesn't matter how small you think your niche is or the topic. Nothing is boring. You might think that your hobby is boring, but trust me, it is really interesting to others. So please don't let it hold you back. Please, please, please don't. Just try and start and you will see, especially as you can get friends, connect with people who are interested in the same thing you are. How cool is that? So don't let it hold you back. So there is another very, very big worry and concern when someone starts a YouTube channel is all the things you have to learn. And yes, that's valid. It can be very, very overwhelming. It was for me at least, because there are 2 ways to start a YouTube channel. The way that people won't watch it or find your videos, and the other way, the best way, when people actually will watch and find your videos. If you want to do it this way, you have to learn a lot. You have to learn SEO, search engine optimization. I will talk about it in a different video. You have to learn keyword research. I will also make a video on that part too. If you watch this video, just think about it. You find my video, so I did something right. I am going to teach you how I did it. You have to learn video editing. You have to learn pictures editing. How to create good thumbnails that people actually will click on. You have to learn video recording. You have to learn about audio and microphones. You have to learn so many things, and it can be very overwhelming. When I decided to start a YouTube channel and I started watching tutorials about how to edit videos, first I thought I will use DaVinci Resolve. So I bought a course, 54 hours. After 12 hours I just gave up. It was so difficult. I couldn't understand. So I went on YouTube to find tutorials about it. But the tutorials, again, either their screen looked different from what I could see because they had the paid version of the same software I had, and I don't have £300 to buy the paid version, and the free can do everything supposed to do that I need. So I went on YouTube to look up tutorial videos, but they were fast-paced for me. I couldn't understand a lot of things because the people who created the video already knew so much about that software that they used a lot of words that I couldn't understand related to that profession. I'm not an editor. I never did this before. So I finally was so sad and overwhelmed and disappointed. I gave up on this idea. Then I started looking for other video editor programs, and I find CapCut. CapCut is really user-friendly. It's really easy to use. Of course, it's not that professional, but you don't need to start with. You just need something that you can learn in an hour maximum. Like you can learn it in half an hour and then practice for half an hour, and that's it. You will know how to handle it and how to use very basic editing and transitions like I'm doing in this video, and I think it is good enough. And I'm going to create a video about this too, and I'm going to teach you how I do it, and I really hope it will help you to avoid this whole confusion. What sort of software should you use? And I hope I can spare you a lot of time and headache about figuring out how to use DaVinci Resolve or the other paid versions, because CapCut is free. When we start a YouTube channel the good way, we have to learn so many things. But please don't let it stop you. Just do one step at a time. You need to set yourself time goals. Like, you are going to learn video editing in a week. You don't need a week. I'm going to make that video, you will watch it, and it will be so easy. You will know what to do in an hour. So learn video editing and practice it for a week. Then another week, learn how to do keyword research, which I also will make a step-by-step video about, and you will know exactly what to do in a few minutes. Then you can practice and learn. So step by step, as they say, all long journeys start with one step ahead, or something like that. Please don't mind my English, I'm still learning. This is my second language. I'm Hungarian, but I live in the UK for a few years now, and I'm still learning. I'm 46, and it is not easy to learn a new language at this age. But anyway, before I will tell you why I finally decided to stop postponing and just start this channel right now, I quickly want to introduce myself. You might be curious who I am. I'm Timea, and I decided to start this channel in May. I got a spine injury in March. I was in bed, agony, huge pain for months, and I was thinking about my life. Whether I will get paralyzed, how I'm going to live my life from now on, whether life was just it for me at 46. I was lying in bed, depressed, in pain. But then I looked at my children and I realized I just can't give up. I have two autistic children and I'm the only one who left for them. I have to raise them. They are my responsibility. I just can't give up. So I decided to study something and do something, and I always wanted to start a cooking channel for people who have gluten and dairy allergy, because we are on gluten and dairy free diet, and I have a lot of experience in it, 15 years actually, and I think I can help people to transition from gluten eating to not gluten eating diet. So this was the idea. So I had to learn so much about YouTube that eventually I realized that I actually want to create videos about what I've learned, because that can help you and other people who are older than you to understand how this works and avoid to be as confused and overwhelmed like I was when I tried to figure out how to do video editing and a lot of other things. And when I saw videos that were created by big gurus who started YouTube 10, 12 years ago about how someone should start a YouTube channel right now, I thought, how can they know that? What a starter is facing right now? They started so long ago. YouTube was so different that time. It changed, everything changed, especially with AI as it's coming. We need to accept AI, period. But anyway, what they say wasn't that relevant for me. So I started looking for small YouTube channels that just basically started that day, and I'm following them. And I know that they grow quickly, and that gave me so much courage to just carry on, push through, and just learn it, because I've seen good examples. I've seen bad examples too, but I could learn from that also. I highly suggest for you to subscribe to new and just starting channels, to monitor their growth, to learn what they do well and learn what they do wrong and avoid that. And I think that watching videos about how to start a YouTube channel well from people who are actually just doing right now and starting right now is a lot more valid than watching videos from people who started 10 years ago. Yes, they have a lot of experience. You can still get a lot of general advice from them, but they can't know exactly how it feels right now for a starter. But back to the topic. So I decided to start a cooking channel, and then I realized if I want to teach people what I've learned so far about how to start a YouTube channel, I can't put it on my cooking channel, because people who are interested in recipes won't be interested in this sort of content. So it made me start this channel too. So I'm actually starting 2 channels at the same time. I created 1 video so far to the cooking channel, and I'm going to put the link below in the description if you are curious about that channel too, and maybe follow it to see how it grows and what I do well and wrong. Also, please subscribe to this channel too, and you can get a lot of data out of it. You will have the chance to see this channel growth, what I do well, what I do wrong, and every week I'm going to share my analytics with you. You will see how did my video do and everything else until I hopefully get monetized some point in the line. I don't think this is a quick game, but we will see how it goes. And if you are planning on monetization, you should definitely watch my YouTube channel. So back to the topic, why I finally decided to stop postponing and start the cooking channel was a few things. First of all, I told you I had a spine injury. I still can't sit down, that's why I'm standing, so please excuse. And I realized how short life can be, and I started taking pictures and videos to have memories for my children. Then I realized pictures and videos can be lost. And how good is that all these videos you put on YouTube will stay there forever until you delete them. This is a memory of you for the following generations. Can you imagine your great-grandchildren probably will watch them and learn about you? What did you like to do? What were your hobbies? Hear your voice, get to know you. I think this is just absolutely beautiful, and I love this idea. Especially with my cooking channel, I can teach my children, if anything happens with me, with my cooking channel, they can learn my recipes I used, how I made them. They can learn how to cook for them, and carry on with the diet. It helps them. Also, if one of them decide to make a YouTube channel, I don't know, they are both autistic, so very introverted. I am too, but I'm trying to fight it off, and I don't know, sorry. So if they decide one day to have a YouTube channel, probably this channel will encourage them. I really hope so. So this was one of my main reasons why I started to have a memory of me. The other reason was to get connected with like-minded people. I am in a foreign country. I don't have friends here. Sometimes I'm doing things that out of the box. I have crazy ideas all the time, like manufacturing something in a different country and sell it on Amazon, and things that out of the box and normal people usually don't do. I like doing those things. I will tell you in a different video later on about things I went through, because I think that's interesting and can give you ideas about how to make money from day one. But back to the topic, the third very, very, very important reason why I started to stop postponing is that you can get monetized with your YouTube channel. I hope you heard of this, but if you haven't, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, but people watch your content, your videos, to get monetized. And after that, you will get a fair share, around half of the money the advertisement pays for YouTube if they put their adverts on your videos. And this is an accumulating income. So all the videos you created before, they will all get the advertisement and you will get paid after that. It's not a big money and it is not a huge money, especially to start with, but it is something. If you are a pensioner or if your job doesn't pay you enough, it can supplement it. It's not a steady income because it can fluctuate, as far as I've seen other channels when they report their earnings. But monetization is not the only way to earn money with your YouTube channel. This is just one way. There are a lot of others which I'm going to talk about because I'm very passionate about this. I'm just starting to, and I'm going to teach you everything that I learn about this because I want to help you too. YouTube is not just for young people. We can do this and we can think about our pension and later life when we have health issues and we need some reassurance that you have some money, some savings. I try to keep the cost very, very, very low because I'm on a very tight budget, and I'm going to tell you exactly how I do it and what I pay for and what I use, because I think that will help you just choose from so much option around you, so many options around you when it comes to software to use for the CEO, for the keyword research, for the video editing, for the pictures editing. I'm going to show you the free versions and the paid versions also if you come back. So please subscribe, click on the notification button and come back every week for the next video, and we can grow, learn together. Make a comment, where are you in this journey and what is your main goal, what is holding you back. Also, if you already have a channel set up, please make a comment with the name. I would like to follow you and learn from your growth and from your strategies. We can learn from each other. See you next week.